Yo, what's going on? So I know the first thing that you all are gonna say, you know what I'm saying? Yo, Langston, this happened like yesterday, you know what I'm saying? Wednesday. Today is Thanksgiving, and you're a little late to the party. But in all actuality, I'm not. You know what I'm saying? You want me to, give you all the news, debrief you on, current events that happen in and around Charlotte, you know what I'm saying, and give you my point of view. Actually, I'm on time. You know what I'm saying? To be real with you, like I upload and give you, videos every day around 9 to 10 o'clock p.m. So I'm right on the money, and I haven't heard a lot of Charlotte YouTubers, talk about, the incident that happened at the Transit Center. You know what I'm saying? And uptown. We call it uptown. We call our downtown uptown Charlotte. You understand? So yesterday around 7:20 p.m., at the Charlotte Transit Center, which is the main hub. A lot of buses that travel, in and around Charlotte, meet there. As the express buses as well too. They take you all the way to Huntersville, Ray Road, Fort Mill, Rock Hill, etc. You know what I'm saying? So, something happened. Altercation happened, and a person got shot. Their injuries are life threatening. I still don't know if that person passed away or not. But they're saying that this is an isolated incident, that it had nothing to do with the Thanksgiving parade. Now, for those that don't know, that don't live in Charlotte, we had a Thanksgiving parade that was going on at the same time of this shooting. And this is crazy to me. Because most times when we have an event in Uptown, a lot of Charlotteans take public transportation. It's more convenient to take that than to actually drive into Uptown, find a parking space, and then they want to charge you an arm and a leg. So normally what we do is we'll take the light rail. You know what I'm saying? One of the forms of transportation to get into Uptown. We take the light rail. Like along the light rail. They have these parking lots. You know what I'm saying? Where you can park your car at, and then you can walk to the light rail and catch the light rail. Wherever destination you're going in, Uptown. And then, you can get back on the same light rail and go back and pick up your car. And it doesn't cost anything. You know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty sure that there were quite a few people that actually took the light rail down in the Uptown to get to this Thanksgiving parade. And the Thanksgiving parade, if I'm not mistaken, it covers like the beginning of the North Tryon. It goes straight down North Tryon. So, and then North Tryon turns somewhat into South Tryon once you get to the Harvey Gantt Center, if I'm not mistaken. So it starts at one end of Uptown and it ends on the other side of Uptown where the Harvey Gantt Center is at. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the Duke Energy building on the corner, if I'm not mistaken. So along that street, like there's a block over, I think it's Trade, if I'm not mistaken, East Trade Street or something like that, where the light rail goes straight through. So the light rail goes from, South End, goes straight through Uptown on past Uptown, into University City, and then it ends in UNC Charlotte. So along those stops in Uptown, I think that there's, if I'm not mistaken, it's like 3 or 4 stops in Uptown. One of the stops being is the Transit Center. You know what I'm saying? And normally, when we have events, people, when the events is over, they may hit a bar, they may hit a restaurant, they may hit a club, they may just roam around, walk around or whatever, because especially last night, because it was a fairly like decent day. It wasn't like cold. It was kind of cool. Like all you needed was like a light jacket. It was no wind or anything. It was definitely a nice day to go out to the Thanksgiving parade. You understand? So my point of making is that there's a stop, like I said, that stops right at the transit hub. You know what I'm saying? Where somebody got shot at. Anyone could have easily got out anyone could have easily been roaming around. Like right across the street from the transit center is the Charlotte Hornets Coliseum. You know what I'm saying? So anyone could have been walking around in that area, you know what I'm saying, and with their kids or with their family, whatever, and experience and witness that. Or could have got caught in the fire of that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just crazy, man. And the irony to this, man, I was out while this was going on. I was with a friend, and we had went out to, I think we went to Target. Yeah, it was Target in Kannapolis. She wanted to get something or whatever have you. That maybe, you know how women are. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, and I was just saying this. I was like, yo, it's crazy how like on holidays, people, because I was trying to tell her, like, I'm gonna take it easy, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna do no road rage. I'm not gonna get behind people and you know, slow people that are slow. Or I was just trying to avoid all types of incidents, as like potential incidents as possible, because it's crazy how like holidays such as Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's Eve or New Year's Day, 4th of July, someone's always getting shot. And if it's not someone getting shot and killed, it's some freak accident, like somebody got hit by a car or a train derailed, you know, the Amtrak train derailed. You know, just the other day, I think his name is Jason Myers. You know what I'm saying? I covered that. I talked about the helicopter accident, but when I talked about it, it was like earlier that afternoon. They never said the names. They didn't even mention it. The crazy thing about it, man, is I saw that helicopter. I saw the WBTV helicopter in the air over the highway, because I was at Publix on South Boulevard. Straight up, that's my word. I was coming out of South Boulevard. I had got some kale, and I was coming out of South Boulevard, and I was looking up, about to make that right on Remont, and I was like, yo, where the helicopter is at? So then I said, you know what? Because every time you see a helicopter, you know, like around 77, you know that there's a wreck or something, right? So I Google mapped the joint. I was like, oh, everything is clear. So I got on the highway and I left. But there was a freak accident. We still don't know the full details, you know what I'm saying, of the helicopter crash. And this was Tuesday, I think. Yeah, it was Tuesday. And that man had 4 kids. Jason Myers, he was the weatherman. And the other guy, people don't really know him. You know, he's behind the scenes. He's the one that drives a helicopter. He's been doing that for I think about 12 years. So it's just crazy how like freak accidents, shootings, and all types of stuff happen in or around the holidays. Right when you're out, be with your family or whatever have you. But that situation that happened y'all remember, right? For people that look at my videos, that look at my channel, you know I tell you all to stay the hell away from that transit center. Straight up. It's no good. It's no good. It's all types of shit happening in that transit center. For real. I know personally, because I used to catch the bus all the time over there. You know what I'm saying? When I used to live in University City, I had on car, my license was revoked. And they was telling me back in the days, ain't no way in the hell we giving you back your license. You know what I'm saying? I had to catch the bus for a couple years until they reinstated my license. So I know all about that transit center. For real, I used to catch the 7N, Betty's Ford bus. And I know all about Betty's Ford bus too. You know what I'm saying? But it's just crazy, man. It's just crazy. It's crazy. So I tell people all the time, yo, y'all just, I mean, people be think it's funny, you know, it's like I'm joking, you know, like this is I always tell you, you know what I'm saying? Be prepared for any and everything. You know, when I get out of the car, wherever I'm at, I don't care if I'm at the YMCA parking lot. If I'm in the YMCA parking lot, when I get out of the car, I'm looking left, right. I'm 360 in it. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know. You never know, man. You never know. And I'm just glad that I feel bad for the person that got shot, of course. But I'm just glad that it wasn't like a Charlotte Hornets game, because like Charlotte Hornets game, everybody be out there. Everybody be out there. You know what I'm saying? It's just a bunch of people out there. And you just don't know, man. You just don't know. I've seen so many things happen at that goddamn transit center hub, until it's just ridiculous. Straight up, man. I was so glad when I got my license. When I got my license back, I was happy, man. And I mean, to be on some real ish, I'm trying not to curse. You know what I'm saying? For those that don't have a license and you have to depend on public transportation to get around in Charlotte, seriously, step it up. Step it up. Do what you got to do. They just fired, I think I forgot who it was that they fired. That was someone that was like the top dog of Cat Transit. He just wasn't doing a good job. The buses were showing up 20-30 minutes late at each bus stop. It was just ridiculous. It was getting to the point where Charlotte Transit was just not dependable whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? Buses breaking down, all types of stuff. So I mean, we just getting over what was that, last year, the year before? A bus driver got shot and killed. This is crazy, man. This is crazy. But I always tell people, you know what I'm saying, to pay attention to your surroundings. You know what I'm saying? If you go out there in public, I'm an introvert. I don't like being around people. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you see me out, they got this, the next, event that they got coming up is, I think it's the Christmas parade. You know what I'm saying? And after that is New Year's in Uptown Charlotte. They had this big, event, where they have, stages and all the rest of that stuff, people singing and all the rest of that. So it's like, and there's a strong police force out there, but people still knuckleheads still be out there for real. You know what I'm saying? Let's just be real. Uptown ain't too far from the HOODS. For those that can't spell, hoods. You know what I'm saying? So for real, you can't say, these particular people are invited. Nah, everybody goes to these events because it's free. You know what I'm saying? And anything could pop off. Any and everything could pop off. And the reason why I say to stay away from that transit center is because of the fact that these buses, they're bussing in people from different parts of Charlotte. So you got buses that's coming from East Charlotte, West Charlotte, South Charlotte, North Charlotte. And some of these people don't get along. And they, next thing you know, they pulling out the blickies, the sticks, whatever they call them these days, and boom. So I say, you know what I'm saying, be prepared for any and everything when you're out and about. You know what I'm saying? For those that don't know, man, I'm here for the people that work 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? Your 9 to 5 workers, your entrepreneurs, your people that's trying to raise a family. If you're young, I'm there for you. You know what I'm saying? For the young cats that's out there that's, you know what I'm saying, building a future, you know what I'm saying, for their future families, for their future children, for their future wife, for their future husbands. I'm for the people that's trying to do things the right way. That's who I'm for. I'm here to help protect those people. Straight up. That's real talk. In other words, I'm for the people that rappers call squares. You know what I'm saying? That's who I'm here for. The people that's just trying to do the right thing, that just don't want to, they're not into violence, they ain't into none of that stuff. Matter of fact, a lot of these people left the black community or the hoods and moved on the other side of town to get away from that mess. Only to say to themselves, or if they single, or they got a girlfriend or a family, whatever. Man, I ain't doing nothing, man. Let's go down to the Thanksgiving Day parade or whatever. You go down there, next thing you know, pop, 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 pop. That's why I stay at home, man. Straight up. And no lie, I ain't gonna lie. My kids were looking at the Thanksgiving parade on TV. That was pretty much it. But it's a shame, man. It's a shame that and where the Thanksgiving parade was, and the transit center where the incident occurred, where someone got shot, several feet away. No lie. I ain't even lie to you. Several feet away. Walking distance. Straight up. And they said, CMPD said that the guy ran away. So, if he didn't run, like going towards the police precinct or going towards like 77, if he ran up, you know what I'm saying? Up like Trade Street, South Tryon, he was in the midst of the parade. Straight up. He was in the midst. If he ran up past, no, it's Trade Street that goes straight across. My fault. It's not Trade Street. Trade Street goes straight down instead of going across. My fault. I apologize. I said Trade Street earlier. I forgot what name of that street. But if you ran up Trade Street, or if you ran up, you know what I'm saying? I forgot what that other street is across from. Anyway, if you were running up north, I would say, further up north, you know what I'm saying? Towards like North Tryon, South Tryon, you were in the midst, that man was in the midst of the parade. Straight up. And personally, in my opinion, I think that's how he got away. He just blended in with the crowd. And then eventually, as the crowd kind of dispersed, you know, he might have just slowly walked away or whatever. Because there's people walking back and forth, you know what I'm saying? But then again, there's people looking too. Man, it was just one big mess. It's just one big mess that never shouldn't have happened. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta be aware of your surroundings. Trust me when I tell you this. No one's safe. Even when you think you're in a safe place, you're really not. You're really not. That's why I carry my firearm wherever I go. Wherever I go. And I'm all about 2A. For real. Because it's a shame where, you know, people such as myself and you all out there, it's like, yo, we just want to have a good time, man. You know, we left that violence and all the rest of that BS over there on the other side of town. And some of us left and you know, left our state, our hometown, and moved to Charlotte. We left to get away from that type of bullshit. And now it's knocking at our door when we go to goddamn events. You know what I'm saying? We go to the Carolina Panthers game or the Charlotte Knights game, or, you know, the Charlotte Hornets game, or the Thanksgiving Day parade. You know what I'm saying? They used to have a CIAA here. You know, CIAA was the African-American version of the Final Four. You know what I'm saying? And one year, prior to Young Dolph dying or being killed, they shot up Young Dolph, that is. They shot up his van. Come to find out, it was a bulletproof van, a truck or something like that. But they shot that shit up in Uptown. Like, if you think that you're safe in Uptown, you're sadly mistaken. Real talk, I've seen a lot of stuff go down in Uptown. And I'm more than sure that you all Charlotteans are people that, you know, just moved here, been here about year 2, 3 or whatever have you. And that, you know, hung out in Uptown every now and then, whatever. You have stories as well. You know what I'm saying? It ain't sweet up there. It's just not. You know, but yeah, man, you know, that's all I had to say, man. I don't really particularly, you know, celebrate Thanksgiving. So I'll just say, you know, you all have a good night, you know, laugh, have a good time with your family, you know, and that's about it, man. You know, other than that, my name is Langston 2092. I want you to like, comment, subscribe, definitely share this video.